and the energy price shock and the negotiations between the federal and state governments. The energy ministers have been meeting today. Tomorrow, the First Ministers, the Prime Minister and the Premiers to meet. Our political editor, Andrew Clennell, is with me in the studio. Andrew, it is once again all about that question of the coal cap, as you mentioned yesterday, compensation. Where are things at this afternoon?
Well, will there be a deal on a coal price cap by the end of National Cabinet tomorrow? This afternoon, I'm saying that a deal being struck at National Cabinet now looks likely. As we revealed yesterday, the federal government wants New South Wales and Queensland to cap the domestic coal price at 125 Australian a tonne in a bid to avoid large power bill increases next year. This will accompany a cap on gas prices the federal government is set to announce of $13 a gigajoule. The plan presented by the Prime Minister to the Premiers had no compensation money for royalties lost attached to it. Instead, it has funding for a range of programs to boost renewables, which the states were expecting anyway. Now, I think the federal government will stump up more cash before this deal is signed, and I think that detail is being worked on now. But this was New South Wales Energy Minister Matt Keane on his way into the Energy Ministers' meeting in Brisbane today, suggesting that the New South Wales government might not seek compensation for royalties. I guess the other question is, will there be any form of compensation for coal producers?
I want to make it very clear that New South Wales is willing to forego any royalties. This is not about royalties, this is all about consumers, and I want to thank Minister Bowen for his leadership in getting a great outcome for consumers. We're almost ready to sign up, and I think we're going to get a great outcome.
But how much of an impact would that have on the New South Wales coffers, considering how much you rely on coal-fired power generation?
Well, New South Wales is prepared to take the hit because we want to protect consumers and businesses. That's what we're working with Minister Bowen on, that's our focus, and that's what we're going to get the outcome on.
And here was the gas lobby in the form of Appia boss Samantha McCulloch arguing again, this time to Tom Connell, that the gas price cap could have a bad effect long-term on gas supply in Australia.
What we need to do is balance the short-term potential benefits of a price cap with the longer-term implications. And we've seen just from international experience that this experiment with price caps has not been successful.
But it's a short-term one because if it doesn't come in, industry will go to the wall. Some businesses will go bust in Australia.
Look, what we've seen in the last few weeks is multiple gas supply agreements being struck with major industrial users. So we're still seeing the market working.